All right, so what we're going to do here is start with test number 1. This is the official SAT practice test number 1, and this is passage number 1 in the reading test. All right, so again, make sure you have downloaded and printed out this test and actually read the passage and tried the questions on your own before doing this. If you watch this video without having done this, it's not going to be very helpful. All right, so let's get right into this passage. This first passage is a narrative, fictional, made-up story. So what you're going to be looking for are names of characters and especially what they think and how they feel. These are the types of questions that College Board likes to ask. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning here. It talks about how Akira came directly, breaking all tradition. I've got Akira circled here because that's important. We also have Chie. We don't know who she is. I'm going to tell you this passage starts off sounding a little bit strange because the way it is presented is not in the order of time in which it happened. Okay, this first paragraph is happening at a different point in time. All right, so the story really starts here, down here. He came on Winter's Eve. Basically, what happened was Akira went to Chie's house, and that's where Naomi lives. Okay, you'll find out there. And he knocks on the door. You've got Chie answering the door, and he gives her a business card. Shinoda Akira Kobe Dental College. Okay, that's kind of important. We're going to go to the top next column here. So he's standing there. Madam, forgive my disruption, but I come with a matter of urgency. Okay, so still we don't quite know what it is. We know down in line 41 here, it says that I have an opportunity to go to America as a dentist for Seattle's Japanese community. Okay, so Chie still has no idea why he's there. It's not until we get to the next page that we find out on line 58. Depending on your response, I may stay in Japan. I've come to ask for Naomi's hand. Okay, so this is the important part here. That's why he's there. He's asking Chie to allow him to marry her daughter, Naomi. So he's standing there waiting for a response. Obviously, this is important. He needs an answer right away because he's going to head off to the U.S. if he doesn't get a response. And he says, if you give your consent, I'll become Naomi's Yoshi. Basically, that means that he is going to live in Naomi's house and stay there. And it says, without your consent, I must go to America to secure a new home for my bride. Okay, this is a little bit strange here, but what it means is that if Chie does not give consent, he's going to take Naomi and marry her anyways and take her to the U.S. So it's a little bit strange. All right, so he's standing there waiting for an answer. Chie's just kind of staring at him. So basically, no answer is actually given. So what he does is he says, okay, I'm going to come back in 2 weeks' time. Until then, good night. Okay, and he takes off. Chie looks like she's not really wanting to give permission for Akira to marry Naomi. And she actually turns to Naomi and says, you know, where'd you meet such a fellow, imagine? And kind of thinks this is all ridiculous. But as we learned here, Naomi is actually determined to marry Akira. So Chie is a little bit surprised, but that's what's going to happen. Now, what I mean by the first paragraph is happening in a different point in time. If you look back up here, and this is very important, one of the questions we'll ask about this. Akira came directly, breaking all tradition. Was that it? Had he followed form? What he's doing here is thinking back on what happened. Pretty much, he realized that he went to Chie Naomi's house and blew it, and he's wondering if he had followed all tradition and done the right thing, which is approach his mom to speak to his dad, have his dad do a go-between, go over to Chie's house. If he did that, maybe it would have worked out in his favor. So that's what's going on here, and he's kind of thinking about things and maybe regretting what he did. All right, so now let's head to the questions. Okay, so let's take a look at the questions. Question number 1. What happens in the passage? Obviously, Akira shows up unannounced at Chie and Naomi's house. It is kind of a surprise and a shock. That is going to be answer choice B. One character receives a surprising request. Okay, question number 2. It is also going to be B. This is a detailed depiction of a meaningful encounter. Question number 3. Directly most nearly means. All right. So what happened was Akira went directly to their house. He did not follow tradition. A lot of people choose choice A, frankly, but that is not the right answer choice. Frankly means being open or honest. The right answer here is C, without mediation. So again, he went directly to their house. Mediation means having someone in the middle or someone get involved, and obviously he decided to take things into his own hands. Okay, question number 4. What does Akira most fear from Chie? A lot of people see choice B. They see the word earnestness here, and they think, okay, I read that in the passage. I saw the word earnest, and that is true. That showed up on line 50 here, earnestly. By the way, the word earnest means being sincere and serious about something, but that is not the right answer choice, okay? The right answer, number 4, is actually C. He is actually worried that she is going to kind of think that his appearance at their house is inappropriate. All right, which brings us to question number 5. The best evidence for this is going to be actually on lines 63 to 64. If you go up here and take a look, it says, please don't judge my candidacy by the unseemliness of this proposal. Unseemliness means being inappropriate. And he says, well, I'm asking directly because the use of a go-between takes time. So obviously he is in a hurry, wants to get an answer fast. Moving on to number 6. Akira is very respectful, obviously. He's talking to Chie. Now, I do want to point out the word impartiality means you're not biased. A lot of people think it means being part of something. That's not what it means. Impartial means you're not biased. Partial means you are biased. Disparagement means to criticize or put down. That's not what's going on here. It is D. So obviously Akira is respectful. Deference means very, very respectful in a humble way, almost like you're addressing a king or a president. Question number 7. A lot of people miss this and they think that is describing a culture. That is not the point of that. Remember, we talked about how that first paragraph happened after the entire story went down. Akira is actually thinking, okay, maybe things went bad and he kind of blew it because he didn't get an answer. So this first paragraph here, he's thinking back, okay, if he did things the right way, would she have been more receptive? All right, so the right answer to this then is going to be D. He is analyzing Chie's reaction. Question number 8. Form most nearly means. In this case, it is going to be custom. All right, so let's take a look back on line 2 up there. He's talking about breaking all tradition. Had he followed form or custom, would things have worked out a little bit better? That's what he's wondering. All right, we're going to move on to question number 9. Why is it a matter of urgency? Obviously, he got this job. He needs an answer really quick, and that's why he goes directly to their house. The answer to that is going to be C. And question number 10, what provides best evidence? And that is going to be B. If you look back up on the top of the passage, lines 39 to 42, this is where he says, I don't want to trouble you, but I received word I have an opportunity to go to America as a dentist for Seattle's Japanese community. So that's the answer to number 10 right here.